Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Instagram Live with me, as always, your host, Mommy Mo. So this was kind of like an impromptu live, will I say? So I want to do lives for the rest of this week anyway, at least two or three, just to continue to talk to you guys, to continue to give you information which I feel you all need. All right. Jumi K 28. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining me this evening. Blondie 96. Mommy Mo. Mommy. Another Mommy Mo. Oh, nice. Mommy Mo Stastis. I do not know how to pronounce that. Oh, thank you for joining, guys. Thank you. So let me just put up the topic for this evening, which is 3 ways to reduce breakage. Okay, 3 easy ways to reduce breakage. And I don't know if you guys saw my as when I made the announcement on my stories, I will allow one person to join me for about 10 minutes, asking me any question about their child's hair. So it's going to be like a mini consultation, but absolutely free. So if you know that this is something you want us to do together this evening, please just there's this plus at the bottom, so you can send a request to be in my live video. Okay, and I think the first person I see is who I will accept. But let me just give the 3 tips I have for this evening before we get into all of that. Okay, if you're joining me for the first time, because there are some names here that I'm seeing for the first time, if you're joining me for the first time, my name is Olushola David Elebede, also known as Mommy Mo, and I am the founder of Mommy Mo Hair Care, this platform, this community. What do I do? Or what do we do? Because I do this with my daughters. My daughters feature heavily on this page. So it's a matter of we. All right. So what do? We inspire you, we motivate you on this hair care journey, especially natural hair care. And we also educate. So we educate you through the content that we post online, on the Instagram page, on our feed, on YouTube. We educate you through the sale of our ebooks. We help you out through the sale of hair care products, silk hair care items. And we also educate and, let's say, train. No, it's not really training, but we basically just like give you so much information and really help you on this hair care journey, most especially with the use of our online course, which is called the Healthy Hair Sound Bites online course. You may see a flyer or 2 of it on my page, and that's because it starts on Saturday. Now this course is amazing. I'll talk more about it at the end, but it's basically a hair care course, online course, so you can join us from anywhere, and I teach you everything that you need to know to take care of your child's hair. All right, so let's just get straight into the 3 quick tips to reduce breakage, and then I'll allow one person join me live so we can have a mini consultation session. All right, now, why do you need to reduce breakage? Well, because if hair breaks, it doesn't get longer. And I know so many mothers want long hair. They want their kids to have long hair. They want their girls to have long hair. I think that's like a prayer point when mothers are pregnant and they realize that they have a girl. I think some mothers actually pray, oh God, please let her have long hair. Let her have full hair. Let her have thick hair. Things like that. And then sometimes it doesn't exactly go that way. But with a few adjustments, trust me, you can actually have the hair of your dreams for your child. So now, breakage is a main point of concern because you almost cannot avoid it, but you can, You can manage it in a way that you keep it at the barest minimum so that your child's hair gets longer and longer. All right, it's actually possible. Now, the first tip I will tell you is you need to pre-poo. Why do you need to, or what is a pre-poo? A pre-poo is just basically a pre-shampoo treatment, which is a treatment you will apply to the hair before you wash it. Why would this help with breakage? Well, the thing is, a good pre-shampoo treatment will strengthen the hair even before you start to wash. Apart from the fact that it can strengthen the hair before you start to wash, some of them will also aid in detangling. So if you detangle the hair before you shampoo, you are less likely to break through hair because of tangles when you indeed start washing. So the pre-shampoo, especially when you use it to detangle, will cut down drastically on knots and tangles that will actually break the hair. So combined power now, a pre-shampoo treatment or a pre-poo will help to provide some strength and resilience to the hair even before you start washing, because the mere act of washing is manipulation, okay? And it will also help to prevent something called hygral fatigue, which is where the hair will I say, how will I explain hygral fatigue quickly? So it's a type of hair damage that occurs when hair absorbs water too quickly and releases water too quickly. Okay, when you apply a pre-poo to the hair has absorbed the pre-poo treatment, so it's unable to over-absorb water. All right, so it also helps to cut down on hydral fatigue. Okay, now that is the first point. Pre-poo your child's hair before you wash it. Number 2 is deep condition. See, I don't know, I still don't know why people will come and buy shampoo from me. They will buy leave-in conditioner from me, but they won't buy deep conditioner. And I'm looking like, are you playing? I'm like, you need this thing. We cannot do without a deep conditioner. I personally cannot do without a deep conditioner. I don't know how other people are doing it, okay? So you must deep condition. Why? Number 1, if your child's hair was excessively dry before, incorporating a deep conditioner now begins to infuse moisture, which means that the hair will break less. Dry hair is brittle and will snap very, very easily. I think if you are from West Africa like me, if you're from Nigeria, you'll be familiar with the Harmattan season that we have at the end of the year, where it gets really, really dry. And then if you're also from West Africa like me, there are these brooms we use to sweep. Now, during that Harmattan season, these brooms get really, really dry. And if you're a Nigerian, and you've experienced using a dry broom during Harmattan, can you tell me what happens when you use that broom to sweep? Can somebody just tell me what happens when you use that very dry broom to sweep during Harmattan season? Can anybody tell me, please? I just want to pick your brain on this. Let me even make it a bit interactive. So remember, somebody's going to come, by the time I'm done with the tips, somebody's going to come on. So once I see a request to join me, I'm going to accept it, and that person will be the one I'll consult for this evening. Okay, so nobody has answered. Let me just tell you to save time. During the Harmattan season, the brooms we use to sweep our homes are extremely dry and extremely brittle. What happens when we sweep is that little pieces of the broom break off because of how dry the broom is. Now, that is what happens with dry hair. It is so dry that it begins to snap off, especially from the ends. So what happens is that you don't get length. The hair gets shorter and shorter, and depending on the rate at which the hair is breaking, it may get shorter or it may stay at a certain length. That is what happens when your hair is dry. When you now start using a deep conditioner, especially one focused purely on moisture, now I'm not talking about protein conditioners or balanced conditioners, I'm talking about a pure moisturizing conditioner. What happens is that the hair begins to feed properly. Trust me, the hair begins to feed properly, has more moisture, retains more moisture, and if you do it consistently. Oh, in fact, one tip I give when moms come to me on consultations, and I'm giving you this for free: if your child has chronic dry hair, like you've done everything to make this hair have moisture, to be soft, and it's not working, use a moisturizing deep conditioner. Use the Mara Cruz Kids moisturizing deep conditioner and use it every week. So if your wash days were like every 2 weeks, move it up to every week and do it consecutively for 4 weeks. That hair will change. Now, deep conditioning, once it makes the hair more moisturized, hair is softer, hair is more elastic, hair is more resilient, hair will break less. So that's point number 2. You need to deep condition. And now the third point I will give before we go into the consultation session is that you need to protect the ends of the hair. So now don't mind me, I'm doing fashion because I was coming live. Ideally, if your child has hair that is dropping, is already touching the nape of her neck or her shoulders, you need to pack this hair up. Keep the hair in buns, put it up in pigtails, just keep it out of the way of clothing, of furniture and chairs and all of that. Why? Because the ends of our hair, they get dry very quickly. So even when your moisture game is okay, this part will dry out first before this part. So if this one dries out, remember what happens to dry hair? It's brittle and it snaps. So when it starts rubbing against clothing, it's breaking. When it starts rubbing against upholstery, rubbing against chairs, rubbing against different things, just because it's hanging down, it will break off. And it's not break off that you can see. It will not break off that you can see. It is when you are handling the hair, you now realize, it's like this hair is not getting longer. You need to protect the ends. Another way to protect the ends is you can knot the ends, especially if you do chunky hairstyles like I do for my kids. You can knot the ends. And I have a video on my feed showing how I knot the ends of my kids' hair. So that way the ends, the tips that are so vulnerable to breaking are wrapped up and are not breaking. And another thing you need to know is that the ends of the hair are the oldest parts of the hair. So they are the most fragile parts of the hair. If anything is going to happen that is bad, and you apply that whole bad incident to the entire length of hair from root to tip, the tip will go away first and you will lose length. The hair will break. So protect the ends of your child's hair. Wrap them up, knot them up, or pack them up. Use scrunchies or use outless bands so that you don't also break the hair at the point at which you have applied or you have put the hairband. Okay. All right, so those are my 3 tips, my 3 quick tips to cut down on breakage. You need to use a pre-shampoo treatment, and for free, I'll tell you, coconut oil is excellent. Coconut oil will strengthen your child's hair before washing. It changes things. We can't do without coconut oil. It changes things. So pre-poo your child's hair before washing if you want to reduce breakage. You must deep condition consistently, especially with the use of a moisturizing deep conditioner. And thirdly, you must protect the ends of the hair so that you don't lose them. Okay, it's saying, okay, am I back? Can everybody hear me? Says I was paused. Can you guys hear me? I don't know. It says I was paused due to poor connection. So I now don't know. Okay, I think I'm back. So those are my 3 quick tips for you guys. So I have one request for someone to join me live so we can do a quick 10 minutes consultation. And I'm going to time it 10 minutes because we don't want to spend all night here. Okay? If you have any questions about the tips I mentioned, please let me know. So mommy Mo, in fact, because I don't know any other way to pronounce your name. Let's see if she comes on with us. I've accepted your request. Okay, just waiting for her to join. So she's the lucky lady who is having a free 10 minutes consultation with me. I hope her internet is good. Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me? Mommy Mo, I don't know how to pronounce. Mommy Mostasis, I think. Can you hear me? It's just showing black. It's just showing a black screen. Okay, she's dropped off. I hope she can connect back. So mommy mo, I'm not pronounce his name sincerely. Maybe she can join me tomorrow. So if you're interested in having a free 10 minutes consultation with me right now, you have questions about your hair, questions about your child's hair, you can ask me live right now. Oh, you're welcome, Aisha. You're so welcome. Most welcome. Hi, Momo, you look fantastic. Do these tips apply to just kids' hair? No, they apply to anyone with natural hair. So if you were experiencing breakage and you do these 3 things I've said, they will help you. So Haven, you need to invest in a pre-poo. A very easy one to locate and afford is coconut oil, and I prefer cold pressed coconut oil. Use it as your pre-poo. Put it in your hair before you wash. So hope if possible the night before. If not, let it sit in for like 1 hour or 30 minutes. So just put it in your hair, put a shower cap on, and then go about your day before you now start washing. Use a moisturizing deep conditioner. The Maracruz one also has an adult version. That's the one I use. It's amazing. And then protect the ends of your hair. Like I said, I was doing shakara tonight. So protect the ends of your hair. So ideally, this should not be happening. They should not be dropping on my clothes, so that when I enter the car, it should not be dropping so that it's touching the seat of the car. No, just pack the hair up away, protect the ends of the hair, or wrap them if you have chunky hairstyles. Okay, so my next request is Pochi. Let's see. Pochi is one of the ladies who has signed up for the Healthy Hair Soundbites online course, just so you know. Our course is a banger. You're welcome, Haven. Hi, Pochi. Hi. Sorry?
Okay. So you can see her hair. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, some parts of the hair, like the front is like growing really well.
Okay.
But the back, she has this whole Jesus is my baba.
Yeah. I like how you said that Jesus is my baba, because
I don't know.
I won't say it's Jesus, but it's something that is not within your own control. So basically, what you're experiencing is what we term, big English, what we term neonatal occipital alopecia. Okay, don't let the English scare you. It's just saying, okay, neonate. A neonate is a baby that's just been born, you know. Occipital is the region of the head where that hair loss is happening, which is usually the back. For most babies, it's usually the back. And alopecia just means hair loss. All right, so don't let the big English scare you. It's just hair loss that occurs to babies.
Cut her hair?
Sorry?
Do I need to cut her hair? Is it compulsory to cut her hair?
No, it's not compulsory, because both of my girls had it and I didn't cut their hair. So the thing is, cutting the hair is a matter of preference. Cutting the hair will only reduce length, or will only try to even out what's going on. You can also manage the hair the way it is, and it will fill out. It will fill out. She will lose this baby hair, you know, and it will transform to full normal Nigerian hair over time. Okay, so now the thing is, let me explain what has happened to your baby's hair. Now, your baby's hair started growing while you were pregnant. So the hair growth cycle, because our hair grows in cycles, it grows in 3 phases. We have the growing phase, we have the resting phase, we have the shedding phase. So that whole cycle already started while you were pregnant for her hair. So she was already growing hair, the hair was resting, and it was shedding, and it was just repeating in a normal cycle of life. Now, after you gave birth to her, there is usually an interruption in hormones, okay, in your body and in her body, because of the action of childbirth. So now what happens with those hormones is that they send a signal to her scalp, so to the hair follicles, and they just, so it's like, let's assume that all the hair on her head well, all of them are not in the same phase at the same time. Each follicle has its own phase, but is mostly like harmonized. All right, that's why there's always hair on the head. We don't have a resting phase, or we don't have a shedding phase that our body system says, yeah, everything shed, everybody will be bald at that point in time. Do you understand? So everything is synchronized and everything is harmonized. So by the time she is born, what happens is that there's an interruption, and then there's a signal that says, okay, it's time to rest. So the follicles are resting. And after a couple of months, there's a signal that says shed. And then there's suddenly a mass shedding, especially in that occipital region, which is the back of the hair. Okay, so you may not have noticed, like the hair may not have fallen out in clumps in your hand. You likely, yes, you likely will notice clumps of hair in your hand, but you will see that like this place that had hair before, hair is just removing, is removing. So what happens is that cycle that was interrupted now needs some time to like reinstate itself. Okay, so remember, the front of the hair is not affected. The whole grow, shed, it was just, is okay. So everything here is very full, is very lush. In fact, for some babies, the hair here is so much. It's so much that if you style it, if you twist it, to drop and cover the one at the back that has gone. Do you understand? So that is what has happened. It wasn't your fault. It's not like you did something wrong or you didn't do something that could have stopped it. You couldn't have stopped it. The same way postpartum shedding happens to some women. There's nothing they can do to prevent postpartum shedding. You see?
Everything has gone.
So it's not something that you can prevent. It is something that will happen, but it's also something that you will overcome. So everything will regularize. The hormones in your baby's body will regularize. Her hair growth cycle will regularize, and the hair will fill out. Usually between the age of about, well, depending on when it started. Some babies, they start losing hair at 3 months. Some babies start losing hair at 6 months. And then for it to recover, it could take another 3 months, another 6 months. For some children, even 1 year or even 2 years. That one is completely a genetic thing. But the hair will recover. It will fill out again. What you need to do is just care for the entire head of hair as a whole. So how old is she now?
8 months.
She's 8 months. So you can shampoo her hair.
I actually started at 6 months. I noticed it at 6 months.
Okay. So the thing is, it will correct and the hair will fill out. Just care for the hair well. Just shampoo the hair. Use a nice kid shampoo, something mild. You can do it either once a week or you can do it every 10 days at her age. Make sure to follow up with a conditioner, because the rest of the head that has hair must be cared for. Okay? So make sure you use a rinse out conditioner to condition the hair. Okay, to counter the effect of shampoo, and then the leave-in conditioner when you're grooming her, and a little hair oil to make sure that hair doesn't dry out. Another thing you can do is that you can put silk in the places where she lays her head, so you can get silk headdress or silk sheets or satin sheets for her crib or her Moses basket and all of that. So that is not going to prevent the hair loss if it is still ongoing. But what it will do is that for the hair that is coming out, it is coming out into an environment that is embracing it. Let me use that language, that is embracing it. Because silk is a slippery fabric, it doesn't snag on our hair, so it won't break our hair, especially if it gets dry. Okay, so laying her on that, you moisturize her hair and all of that. Laying her on that just means that the hair that is coming out is being protected. It's not coming out into any harsh environment, because at her age, she's still doing a lot of sleeping. She's still doing a lot of lying down. Okay, so it's not something you need to worry about. And I always tell a lot of moms that have babies, because it worries mothers. It worries them so much. It's not within your control to stop it or prevent it, but it will correct itself as long as you get the hair care on point and you are consistent with it. So as the hair is filling out, is staying moisturized, is not breaking off. The new hair that is coming out is not breaking off, and then you'll find that the bald patch will close up, it will fill up. And then if you now decide that, okay, you want to level the hair, you can, but just know that hair will never be level. Hair will never be even all around, because there are different growth rates for different parts of the scalp. Some people have longer hair in the front of their head than the back of their head. So even if they shave their head to Gorimapa today and hair started growing, by the time it gets very long, you pull, yes, this one will still come out longer, this one will come out longer, things like that. So it's preference. If as the hair is filling out, you want to level everything, but you don't necessarily need to, because I didn't do that. I just waited, and the hair as it was filling out, it just blended into the sides and the front, and we continued like that. Yes, that's what we did.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lucky you. Because the first lady that joined, I won't cut off.
Cut off.
Yeah, lucky you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's Anybody is one of the moms who has signed up for the Healthy Hair Soundbites online course, and she's going to start learning in earnest on Saturday. So she's going to learn plenty things. Yeah, you learn plenty things, and will probably also help you with your own hair as well, especially since you're having the postpartum shedding. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you can drop off. You're welcome. So ladies, I have another live again tomorrow, so someone else can join me again tomorrow, and we'll discuss whatever hair issues you are having. We'll also do it again on Thursday. So basically 3 lucky moms this week will get the chance to interact with me, to consult with me briefly on this live. So I'll just let you know once again that the Healthy Hair Soundbites online course, we start on Saturday. You're going to learn so much, and I say so much, and you're going to have me as your support coach for 3 months. So we start on Saturday. We don't finish until the end of January, and I teach you everything you need to know to get your child's hair to that thing, that place that you've been dreaming of your child's hair in your mind, picturing it. I can get you there. Okay, so all you have to do is just click the link in my bio or send me a DM if you're interested in joining the Healthy Hair Soundbites online course. Like I told you, the lady who just joined me tonight is Pochi. Her name, well, I call her Pochi, that's her nickname. She's my friend. Her name is Eniba, and she has already signed up for the course. All right, so you get video lessons, everything. I've done lessons. I'm like a professor. I'm like a professor when it comes to the Healthy Hair Soundbites online course. Lillian Ujunwa, no, it's not free. It costs 40,000 naira. It's 40,000 naira for 3 months. If you break that down, it's just over 10,000 naira for a month, which is not bad, I think, based on for all the information you're going to get from me. And we're going to have opportunity to do live consultations. You're going to have me on Zoom, and we're going to talk through your child's hair care. We're going to talk through all the things I'm teaching you. We're going to talk through the regimen that is optimum for your own child. And just so you know, if you have more than one child, we attend to all the children that come on this course. I remember the last cohort, there was a lady who had 3 daughters, and we had regimens for all 3. Yes, because sometimes that happens. You can't do like copy and paste with regimens, especially if your child's or your children's hair rather have like different textures and different needs. Maybe one child's hair is very porous, high porosity, so it's always getting so dry, and the other one is low porosity. Things would differ for them. So I help you with all of that. I also give you information on nutrition. I give you information on sleep, which is important for healthy hair care. Yep. Yeah, so it costs 40,000 naira. You can pay twice. You can pay twice before Saturday, which is fine by me, because I find that sometimes it's not easy to pay a lump sum. So it's okay. You can pay 20K now, 20,000 naira now, and 20,000 naira later, as long as everything is done before Saturday, and it's paying the deposit secures your spots anyway. So yeah, Eniola Omojola. Yeah, you have 2 girls. Oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. If you have 5 girls, I'm here for you. If one of the ladies that signed up, she says she has a teenager who is in boarding school, and she also wants information for that. So of course, I cover you all completely and totally. If you have teenager, if you have adult child that you want to care for, I will help you. And that is what the course is all about. For now, I run it twice in a year. So I do one in April, and I do another one in October. And this is the October batch. Okay, so if you know you're interested in learning from me, learning with me, allowing me to help you, just to get things on track for your child's hair care, and possibly even for your own, because on the last cohort, one of the mothers, she had a baby, and she said she used all the information I taught her for her own hair, and her hair was long, as she saw progress with her own hair. So yeah, so I could also help you if that is what you want. So yes, ladies, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you all had an amazing time with me. I enjoyed the live session actually with Eniba. So I'm looking forward to the lucky mom who will join me tomorrow night. Well, it's night here for me, as well as on Thursday. So 2 more lucky moms this week will get the opportunity to ask me anything, and I will answer. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're just joining us, I spoke briefly on 3 quick tips that you can use to reduce breakage for your child's hair, and we also had a little session with the mom. So when you watch the replay, you can get all that information. And if you have a baby and you're experiencing hair loss at the back of your baby's head, then the session that I had with the mom I spoke with this evening will be very beneficial for you. So thank you again, ladies. It's been amazing talking to you as always. I remain Momo Hair Care. I love you. I care about you. I would love to help you. Any questions, anything, just send me a DM. Oh, click the link in my bio. There's a link to my WhatsApp. You can chat with me, not at night though, but send me a message. I'll respond. I'm always very accessible. All right. I love you all. Always happy to help you, happy to assist you on your child's haircare journey. And God bless you. Have an amazing night. Bye.